Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, all pilots. Happy 7th anniversary of Titanfall 2. For me, in Australia, it is the 29th of October, 2023. I'm recording this at 12:51 p.m. So keep that in mind. If something gets released in the next day or so, and I'm behind on it, I cannot be charged. I cannot be convicted of spreading misinformation. But I just wanted to get on here and speak a little bit about some strong feelings I have towards Respawn at the moment, as a long-time enjoyer of Titanfall 2. This is a brand new account I'm playing on at the moment, but I've been on board since its release, when I was just a young lad 7 years ago. I even made videos on it at the time, but that's besides the point. I feel like this last month has been incredibly exciting for the entire Titanfall community. The servers have come back online. We're not being plagued by people DDoSing the servers. My account came off the blacklist, which was awesome. Of course, we had the North Star app still running through this entire time, but it's nice to see the official servers back up again, of course. We saw a massive surge in the player base coming back once word of this spread around. There's been a whole bunch of training social media stuff that's come out in support of Titanfall 2's revival. And along with that, we've been getting a bunch of Easter eggs from Respawn over this last month, hinting at what can only be presumed as Titanfall 3, another installment of the game, which is something some people want, a lot of people are against, but I imagine the vast majority of the population just does not care about. So I want to go through a few of the things that they've said and why people are up in hysterics, which dates back to, I think, the first one, and I could be mistaken, was at the end of an Apex Legends patch notes. There was an encrypted message broadcasted by Nessie, which is just a little guy in the Titanfall universe. The encrypted message was the date of release for all three games, being Titanfall 1 and 2, and then Apex Legends, which, hints towards possibly another release, something being added to that list. There's also been a bunch of secret messages implemented through the Titanfall 2 playlist changes. Everything led back to 3. I can show a few of those now. A lot of them seem like a reach. Like, I think one was Steven Seagal's third movie and stuff like that. Like, they couldn't be related. There's no way to really say, but it got a lot of people excited. There was 3 new unlisted videos added to Respawn's YouTube channel. And there's a whole bunch of other schizo stuff that people are posting on the Titanfall Reddit, which I'm not going to get into. There's a lot of people who are insane and need to start taking their pills. But it's been building a lot of hype. Everybody's been really, really excited. And I'm one of those people. I don't know if I was particularly waiting for another game. I more or less just wanted a big update to Titanfall 2. I think the game's perfect, and we really don't need anything else. We just, some new content would be nice, which is where I think Respawn's kind of falling short at the moment and ditched us for Apex Legends, which is a great game in on its own right. I'm not one of the Apex Legends deniers. I'm not trying to disparage that game. It's a lot of fun. Not quite my cup of tea. I'm not very good at it. I'll stick with my Titanfall, but that community is great. I think it's cool that people found Valkyrie before Viper and all that sort of thing. In this last month, we saw a massive spike in Titanfall 2's player base. I think we got up to like 26,000 concurrent players at one time, which for a game that's been averaging 3,000 for the last couple of years, I think is incredible outside of the times when it's gone on sale for $3. Just a completely natural influx of returning players and new players getting to experience the game. I think Respawn kind of squandered that resurgence, unfortunately. I think the soft hints were great for a time, but it got to a point where it was just overdone. Like, we were getting hints every week, but we're getting nothing confirmed. There would be the new update that you'd wait till the end of the week to see in the playlist by the quote-unquote janitor who was fixing up the game for us, and yet nothing. And even today, I hopped on to play a few games on the anniversary, and that's all it was. It was happy 7th anniversary. Here's a playlist we've put out 1,000 times. And it just feels like a little bit of a kick in the teeth. We've all been so excited, and I know that they owe us nothing. I just feel like it's a missed opportunity to capitalize. I think a lot of people would be okay if they just added some new skins into the store. We don't need a Titanfall 3 game. I just wanted a decent overhaul for Titanfall 2, personally. I think if we got, say, 2 new pilot classes, a couple new Titans, new map rotation, few new maps, you know, grab some of the weapons that are great from Apex Legends, put them into Titanfall, and, you know, if it's not asking too much, a DLC that I'm more than happy to pay top dollar for the Titanfall 2 campaign continuation. Everybody knows BT is alive. Everybody wants to see Jack and BT back together. Or we see the start of somebody else's story. Bring in the Apex Legends. You know, I know they're going to get their ass whooped by a Jack Cooper or another pilot. A decently trained pilot, that is. But it's just like anything to link the 2 universes together would be sublime. Anything just in installment, like the lore has been so good in Apex Legends. I feel like they've kind of dumped or ditched a massive part of their lore by abandoning Titanfall 2. It's very clear to me that the community is not on its last legs, and people are happy to get back on board. But it's just going to take a little bit more of a nudge from Respawn if they want to capitalize on the community that loves their game so much. I know there's a lot of games that have died and have seen no updates for years and no new installments. I think 2 is the cursed number. You know, Half-Life 2, Team Fortress 2, Titanfall 2. But I think the hints is what made this a little difficult. It's the building up of hope and going, hey guys, look, number 3, number 3, number 3. Nothing. I just don't see how that was a good idea. I'm sure it brought a little bit of an influx for a short amount of time. Like, it didn't even last a month. It didn't even last a month. Like, if you're going to do that, 2 weeks of building hype, get to your ultimate climax. It didn't need to be this super drawn-out thing over a month and a half, 2 months, which is ultimately what I'm upset about, but that's what I'm thinking at the moment. I think some people will be able to agree with me. I know people have. I've been in and out of the Reddit. I was really looking forward to, I thought I was getting on board, like back on board with Titanfall right as it was hitting its resurgence, and it feels like Respawn has really dropped the ball. You know, we were about to get a slam dunk, and we've thrown it right out of bounds. But, you know, I'm not a game dev. I'm just a streamer and a guy with a microphone, so, you know, don't take it from me. But I hope everybody's enjoying the 7th anniversary. It's still something to celebrate. Everybody who's stuck around and is still playing. If I see you in the lobbies, you know, I'm just happy that I was able to load into a game with other people who are happily queuing up. So enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. I wish you the best. And if something comes out, an update about Titanfall in the next 24 hours, you know, I'm going to feel like a real dumb doo-doo head. But until then, you know, best of luck, pilots.